guys, Mel here, and I just wanted to do a quick little video. Last week I ended up in the ER, which landed me in the hospital from last Monday through Thursday, because I ended up with my first diverticulitis flare. I knew I had the diverticulosis because a few years ago in 2022 I had a colonoscopy due to like unknown digestive issues. So I did know that, and so yeah, it was definitely an experience I did not like, because I woke up like last Sunday, like middle of the night. I was fine through watching the Oscars. Then I woke up a couple hours with like super sharp pain in the lower left quadrant of my abdomen, and nothing I tried for like gas relief worked, because that's the first thing I thought, and also the pain did not move, where usually if it's gas it will move from like one spot to another spot depending on where it is in, the intestines. So yeah, so basically by the afternoon I ended up having my mom bring me to the ER, and that was a long day. I did not get my hospital into my hospital room until like after midnight. Like, I was sitting on a chair in the hallway of the emergency department and had a CAT scan too. So my diverticulitis flare-up is in the distal transverse colon with the microperforation. And so I guess that's more rare, because I guess most people get it in the sigmoid part of the colon, which is like the part on the left that goes down, whereas mine is like in the part that goes across. So I was on IV antibiotics and IV fluids. I could not eat or drink anything for several hours, and I was finally allowed like ice chips on Tuesday, and yeah, that's just, it made me want snow cones or other shave ice that, are fruity, but of course I couldn't have that. That was a long day. Then Wednesday I was able to start having a clear liquid diet, and the APRN who was like watching over me and stuff, she had said that like she wanted to keep me over an extra day, to see, like, make sure that I could handle the transition to like a full liquid diet / soft smooth foods, because it includes like pudding, ice cream, and also because my white blood cells and platelets like to be mildly elevated just in general. I don't know why. I am seen by a hematologist, make sure they don't generally get wacky, but I do, like, they are consistently mildly elevated. So I did have to tell her that, so that like she wouldn't be wanting my like blood cells to be like in the normal range when I was released. Just needed it to trend downward. It started at like 24 on Monday night, and then when I was released it was at 12, so that's definitely a lot better. Of course my white blood cells, my platelets ended up going a bit above again, but that's still okay. At least, like, it did go down for a couple days, because I did have to have a shot for, like, blood thinning since I was in the hospital. And I will say that being hooked up to the IV pole is not fun, especially when you're in the side that's further from the bathroom and whatnot. So yeah, that was not the best thing. I mostly kept to myself and tried to be like an easy patient. I was glad to get home on Thursday because it was longer than I thought that I would be in the hospital, and it was also my first time as an inpatient. I've done like outpatient surgeries and stuff, but this was my first time overnight, over a few nights. Diverticulosis is basically when you get these pouches in your colon that basically is like weakened parts. Nobody knows like exactly how they develop. There's certain theories, but they're just theories right now. They're health theories. A lot of people do end up getting it, like, especially as they get older. A lot of people don't know that they have it, and basically some people will get the diverticulitis, which is when one of the pouches gets inflamed. That's what happened. And my dad also has diverticulitis, so mine could partly be hereditary. I mean, there are other risk factors too, like obesity, and I have hit into that like 30 BMI, but basically, like, and it sucks. The pain is just like, for me, it was just extremely sharp. Like, I could barely move without it, like, having a super sharp pain. And with having that for several hours, I was like, I can't. I was like, we need to go. It's feeling better now. Still have a little bit of on and off, like, mild, like, aching, but not nearly as bad. I've been able to hold down foods so far, because today I started a low fiber diet for a couple of weeks. And I will say that it seems to be different for everyone as to the whole high fiber thing, because, doctors tell you to eat a high fiber diet. And anecdotally, from what I've read from other people who have diverticulitis, some of them end up doing okay when they eventually like raise their fiber to the recommended amount. Other people don't. And then triggers, like food triggers, also can be trial and error, which I'm not looking forward to because I really don't want to have another flare up. The fear that it could get worse. There are certain foods right now that I am kind of like wary about adding back into my diet, because like a few days before I had a lot of popcorn, which usually popcorn is I've been fine with. And the night before I had salad, and usually I've been fine with salad, but without knowing what my triggers are, it's like I'm now kind of wary about eating those right now. Not that I can have them on the low fiber diet, but adding it back in, I don't know when that's going to happen. So basically, any veggies I have right now will be cooked, but that's okay. And I probably will be wary of like nuts and stuff for a while. Some studies say that like, oh, nuts, it's been debunked that those won't cause anything, but other people have said that it does cause a flare up. Like, that's what happened with my dad. Everyone's triggers are different, and at least I can still enjoy like creamy peanut butter. So that's a plus, at least. It was crazy, but my family friends did get me this little Bum Bums from Russ. His name is Bowen, and he is a boba tea. So that was nice that they got me that and gave me a card. And I have been just resting since Thursday, and I go back to work tomorrow. So here's hoping things, go get better. I just like took a walk before filming this. I will eventually get like new art videos up. I just haven't gotten that far, especially with just like the recovering, because while my tummy is feeling better right now, my neck is very sore from sleeping in the hospital bed. I have to be careful with that right now, and I'm waiting for that to get better, because I hate pulled muscles in my neck. I just hate them so much. It's harder to like look certain ways without it hurting, and sleeping can make it hurt. And I've been icing it, I've been heating it, I've been putting other stuff on it, like topical creams and stuff. Yeah, but it's just time. Basically, that's it. I do still have several days of amoxicillin and clavulinate potassium, like that I have to take, antibiotics. And I did get some acid controller to take with it, because that's what they were giving me at the hospital. Because I guess antibiotics can sometimes irritate your throat, so just to be on the safe side. So, see you later. Bye!